Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're going to finish off power. But before we finish off power, I've noticed that my jimmer jams are a bit wrong because my overflows and stuff are wrong way around. Because this should be a top-up valve here, and there should be an overflow valve somewhere else. Maybe it's just top-up valve there. Do I need an overflow valve? Oh, yes, I do need an overflow valve. I need an overflow valve here. Because I don't necessarily need this to be made, because it's more important that we make demineralized water. And then if we've got mineralized water to spare, then we make my stracciatello and sapphirite. For all the sapphirites out there. Oh. What the hell was that? Anyway. So, other things I'd like to do, I was kind of thinking about, because I'm going to pull all this down very soon, I would like to build some more crystallizers. Just a short time thing. I've thought about this a few times. I've come very close to doing this multiple times, but I think we should actually do it. Because... Crystallizer? Okay, what do we need? Basic circuits and stone bricks. Oh, we ran out of stone bricks, did we? Oh, I got some good news. We got like 400 of them. Yeah, more than 400. Yeah, so we're going to finish getting the bean power done today, which will be good, and that'll get us into great new heights. And I do need like some more basic soiks, basic circs, not to be confused with charks. Yeah, I think 3 crystallizers should do it for now. Let's see. Wow, hello Tara, you scared me. Welcome. How you doing? Okay, so then we make a little bit more room so we can do this. And then we put some crystallizers down just to make a little bit of extra iron, you know? The world needs a bit of extra iron and we're here to deliver it. Not like that. Not like that. That was silly. It also makes some extra copper, but I'm not really fussed about the extra copper. It doesn't matter. Okay. And somehow we need to get mineralized water into there. Sorry, not mineralized water. That's mineral sludge, which is going to be my eco-villain terrorist name, you know, on Captain Planet. I am eco-sludge. Oh shit, it's eco-sludge. Guy sucks. And it'll be like, well, yeah, but there's no need to be rude about it. I mean, come on, guys. Because I'm not in your cool Captain Planet club doesn't mean you have to be like, oh, this guy sucks. Very rude. First ish. Nope. It was nuke this time. Or nuke. I never really know. Is it nuke or nuke? I should know. I know the guy. I should ask him one day. How do we pronounce his name? Alright, so that's going to make some more ore. More ore. Always good to have. And then... Can we build better crushers? Oh, we can't build better crushers. Just one sneaky little crusher, just to see how it feels. At the moment, this is crushing too slowly. I like how there's tiers, like we're in yellow tier. Moving into red tier very slowly, though. I've got a couple of things that are at red tier. A red tier. Now the only problem is we're not pulling things off the belt fast enough. That's fine. That's not really a problem. Like that's just resources being used. That's what you like to see. And then of course we make iron, and then we're just so happy. We make science faster. Everyone's happy. Everyone claps. Now, one thing I think we need to consider this. That's fine, but we're also going to need the nutrient extractor, which is going to require bronze. Now, I don't know if we can even make bronze yet. So we need to consider bronze, copper, and tin. What we might just do is we don't need to make much bronze. We will make a lot more bronze later, but for now, we just need to make like a little bit of bronze. Some bronzer going. Bronzer, mate. Okay, so an induction furnace. This is only a temporary thing. And then casting. And we're just going to hand feed it for now. Because quite frankly, I just don't care enough to deal with it properly. That's who I am as a person. Sometimes I just don't care to deal with things correctly. Also, what we're going to do while we're waiting for science and while we're trying to get it done a little bit faster, what we'll do is... Problem is not enough iron is coming through, although, how long does that take? That takes 6 seconds to craft, and that takes 1.5 seconds. Okay, so if we say grab this, put this down here in a way that doesn't really matter, very slapdash, it's the way I love to roll, and we do it that way. Then, once we get the iron coming through in a sufficient manner, we will probably be okay. Iron is not coming through in a sufficient manner, but it will think about it. As it thinks about it, we'll be okay. I don't think we need that much steel. Yeah. So now we've got 2 green science being made at the same time. That is glorious! Glorious purpose. That's what you want to see. You always want to have a bit of glorious purpose in your life. Or a glorious porpoise. Like, I'm not judging. If you're into porpoises, that's fine. I'm not entirely sure what a porpoise is, but I don't really care. Like, it's like a dolphin, but it's not a dolphin. So that makes me not trust them. Okay, so we've got all that coming along. That's just fine and dandy. So let's have a look at this. We've got my beans. No, we don't have my beans. We've got my bean of Fran. We need to make beans, which needs bioprocessor, which is what we can we build that now? We can't build a bioprocessor. It needs steel, which ironically I just looked at when, geez, I don't need all this steel, and just left it alone like some sort of absolute chuckle lord. Okay, well, let's stop being a chuckle lord and let's go get that steel back. Steel was around here somewhere. Yeah. I'm looking forward to tearing this all out. At some point today, if we get, if we're feeling spicy, I would love it if we could start thinking about the train network. I know it's early, it's too early to think about trains, but that's exactly when you should be thinking about trains. You never think about trains too late, you always want to think about them too early. Because once you start thinking about trains, then everything just starts being trained everywhere, and that's great. Now you got to start your extreme training montage. You got to have your training montage. It's very important. Okay, bioprocessor. We need... How many of these do we need? At the moment, we need 3. 3 is an acceptable number. Seems like a lot, actually, but that's okay. Now, we could always expand this outwards later, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put all 3 of them on the same side, because I could always double this on the other side. Got enough beans. What disastrous train design constraints are we considering this time? All right, well, look, Splee, it's a good question. I'm thinking we're going to go single-headed trains of varying lengths, and we're going to be shifting the oars around rather than building the oars on site. That's my consideration at the moment. So we're going to have later, the plan is we're going to do the electrolyzers, and then we're going to have the ore here, and the shipping out the different types of ore, whether it be the crushed chunks, crystals, or purified, and that's going to go out to where we make the actual materials. That's my plan. So yeah, that's the disaster we're planning this time. Thumbs up .gif or GIF. Nice. .girlfriend. Sounds like a good plan. Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. I don't know if it's going to work, but I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking, one, I'm not friggin' shipping mineral sludge again, because that's how we got into the disaster that was the fluid bus. And we're not doing the fluid bus again under any circumstances. Two reasons. One, there's already a meme about me saying F the fluid bus, and two, GhostSend will laugh at me for the same reason. So we're not doing the fluid bus. Never again. Or at least not today. Like this run. So we are going to be shipping the resources, the basic 6 ores, whatever form they need to be. We're going to be shipping the metals, because we also make the metals on site at the highest production we can. And it'll be easier to scale, I think. Be wrong on that one, but we'll find that one out when we get there, I suppose. I still didn't get the things I needed. I only got landfill. I didn't need landfill. That's alright. A lot of running backwards and forwards at the moment because of poor planning. If only there was some way of stopping this poor planning. Someone would say, plan better, Seif. That's not happening. Use fluid locomotors instead of fluid bus. I mean, fluid locomotors are better than the fluid bus. I agree with that. The fluid locomotors have the advantage they are faster loading, unloading, but I don't think they have as much storage in them. But, I mean, who needs storage if you got, like, tons of wagons, right? But yeah, no, we can't go to the fluid bus again because the fluid bus was a disaster and I will be mocked again. And someone will be like, oh, Steve, don't be afraid of being mocked. You're better than that. No, I'm scared, okay? I'm running scared. I am a coward. I'm a scaredy cat. And it's not happening. I'm not doing it again. You can't make me. Even if you asked me to do it again, I'm not going to. Okay, nutrient extraction. Good, good, good. So that got me my gas, which goes to the nutrient extractors, which we're currently researching right now. I feel like this is going to need double. Yeah, I was actually not wrong there. At least until we get the faster inserters, double is required. And then how much does it put out? It actually needs more than 2 inserters. 2 will have to do. 2 in, 2 out. And because we're doing it that way, why don't we just offset it as well? There we go. Then we go nutrient extractors. How many nutrient extractors would we need? 4 of those. And then 5 gas refineries. Okay, well, let's go get the gas refinery sorted out now. Because we can. Just some clay blocks. Okay. We make clay. We make a lot of clay. And it's entertaining. Clay entertainment, that's what I say. It's a seed extractor. That's not helpful to us at all. 4 stacks of clay should keep us going for a little while. You don't need oil and gas separator yet. That is coming though, because when we get to plastics... Oh gosh, when we get to plastics, that's gonna suck. But that's okay. We'll deal with that when we get there. We're not there yet. We don't need to worry about it. That's probably the way you got to think about things. You don't have to worry about it now. Don't worry about it. Right. Means no worries for the rest of your days. our problem-free philosophy. It's actually untrue. Their philosophy was quite problematic. That's okay. There's a bit of a disconnect was I need to plan better and we'll deal with it when we get there. I mean, I think what you found there is the exact reason why we have a problem, Zoe. I think you've actually identified why we have issues. Yeah, well, it's not current Seif's problem at all right now, and current Seif can just not worry about it. Future Seif. Now, future Seif's gonna have problems, and past Seif doesn't give a shit. We're successfully planning to prepare, planning to plan later. I'm planning to react later. I think is more appropriate. Okay, so we need some brands. Do I upgrade power production? Seems like I expand fast with new stuff. I'm upgrading power production now, actually. That's what I'm doing. And then we're going to rip all this apart and start the new philosophy. Maybe not rip it all apart. Maybe we just... maybe we just start doing iron production here and we'll pull this apart later. That might be the better way of doing it. I'm beginning to think that the slag would probably be better off going down this way, but... Yeah, no, we're doing power production right now because we can, and power production is good to have. Also, I imagine this is probably not using very much of it anymore. Yeah, it doesn't need to. Yeah, look, planning later is always a good time to do it. You don't want to plan in advance. If you plan in advance, people are going to point at you and call you a nerd. Am I a nerd? Maybe. I'll get back to you on that one. I don't know. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say I'm cooler than that. No, I'm an absolute nerd. I don't think anyone is surprised by me saying that. All right, so we're just going to temporarily make some bronze. I use a real life spreadsheet for my sushi run. I use a real life spreadsheet for many things. So, copper and tin, please. Okay, tin ingots aren't hard to come by. There they are. Bam. Copper ingots might be a bit trickier. I mean, yeah, look, I am quite fond of spreadsheets. I'm not going to lie there. I know who I am. Don't you worry. 18 copper ingots. Oh, man. Well, actually, I think if we get like one more round of copper ingots, then we should be okay. Oh yeah, no, exactly. The joke was I'm absolutely a nerd. I'm not under any misunderstandings that I'm anything but an absolute nerd. I used to not like the term nerd. I was like, no, I prefer to be known as a geek, not a nerd. And I fought that for probably longer than I really should have cared to. And these days I don't give a crap. Because not giving a crap is the coolest thing to do. Okay, so that's going to make my bronze. Lovely. Oh, first bronze plate. Doesn't really count though, game. Doesn't really count. Thank you for treating it like it did count, but it doesn't really count. That's just so we can make our nutrient extractor. Kia ora. Indeed. Thank you for following I Am a Cloud in the Sky. I assume that is what the other characters meant. Kia ora indeed. A moldy greeting. which I believe just means hello, but I could be... which doesn't translate it. Fair enough. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we've got me bronze. We've got me bronze! Good to have. And then... so no, that does not mean I am a cloud in the sky. Oh. Oh wait, was that Twitch trying to translate it? Oh. Twitch is mistranslating you? Oh my goodness. No. Well, then I'm just confused. I don't know what's going on. You know, status quo, quite frankly. Hi, regardless. That's what I thought. That's why I was confused. I assumed you translated it that way. I assumed it was your translation. The two different names means heart attack. It's not good that I've been followed by a heart attack. Oh well. You know what? You win some, you lose some. Blue sky thinking. Well, I guess not, because clouds aren't generally blue skies, are they? Okie dokie. So I don't really know how big the nutrient extractors are. That's probably an issue. So the idea is we're going to then go nutrient extractors and then gas refineries and then power. That should do well. What if we put power right in the middle? If we put power. Is there water fill in Seablock? There is water fill in Seablock. Not really cheaty if there's no biters to attack. Just worms. Just some old wormy boys. Okay, you know what? I'd like science to just be going a little bit faster. So I can get stuff done just a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just yoink these out of there. Good old casual yoink. Anyways. I'm good, thank you. How you doing? Just playing Seablock, you know, as you do, as you do. Okay, that should fire up all of those fairly comfortably. Hide as all hell. Oh, how come? What's going on, if I may ask? If it's none of my business, that's okay too. Is it tempting to decon plan my entire base so only landfills under my structures? No. I am actually planning to decon most of my base very soon. There's areas that are going to stay up, like, so the electrolyzer farm here is going to stay up. This part I don't know about. This and the power line over here is. Everything else is subject to negotiation. You know, wait for the last 134 hours now. Yeah, you know what? That's a reasonable reason to be tired. Is there a reason you've been awake so long? That's a crazy amount of time to be awake for. You know, we're going back into the... just can't fall asleep. Ah, insomnia. That sucks. Right to hear that. We have a lack of purified water. Interesting. That's surprising a little bit. We had more purified water being made over here. Or is that just not producing enough as well? It might not be producing enough as well. Fascinating. Okay. We'll build another hydro plant, I suppose. Okay, that's good. That's that part done. Now we need to start getting the power side of things done. Then we should be good. This sounds like it's something you're trying to do. I don't know. Look after yourself, please. It's happening. You're not trying to. Okay. Well, as long as you're trying to look after yourself, I suppose that's all one can ask. Oh. Have you talked to anyone about this? That's kind of scary. I don't know. Far be it for me to make judgment calls like that. I am, as usual, still not a doctor. Despite how many times I've told people I'm not a doctor, people still think, see if he's the doctor I can trust. No, still not a doctor. That's fine. If I was a doctor, could I do this? Just cracks his neck. Yeah, probably. I just know Seth's the doctor you can trust. I mean, trust the doctor that says I'm not a doctor you can trust. That's the most trustworthy doctor you can find, right? Wow, he says I can't trust him. Most doctors say trust me unconditionally. This is a good doctor. Okay, that should be making more minerals again now. We had a small delay there, but that'll get back into it. Okay, now actually what we need now is my nutrient extractor. We need 5 of them, I believe it was? 4 of them, okay. In a rare turn of events, we're actually prepared for this. Am I the 10th doctor that can't recommend Lucky Strike cigarettes in the 40s? Yeah, that's me. It's because I'm paid out by a different company, unfortunately. Like, Lucky Strikes just didn't pay me enough, so unfortunately, you're gonna have to go with old chokies. That's what they were called. My favorite brand of cigarettes, old chokies. It's not a real brand. I do not condone smoking. I am, after all, that 10th doctor. I'm the 10th doctor. That's not good. World is doomed. Alright. Now we go into beans. Eh, it's a little over 1. A little over 1's fine. Old chokies really open up the lungs for a healthy lifestyle. That's true. Some guy will steal your girl if you aren't smoking old chokies. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even want your girl. That's the worst part of it. He's not even into girls. He's just stealing your girl for the fun of it. Why would you do that? You know those like really old sexist ads? They're just like, hey, your girl, like what was that ad? Like, blows smoke in her face and she'll follow you anywhere. It's like, that's not a healthy lifestyle decision you're asking people to do. Like, can you imagine just someone like blowing smoke in your face and you being like, ooh, I'm so attracted to this? That's how ads in like the friggin' 40s would work. It's like, oh yeah, no, women love this level of just attack. And I'm not sure they did. I'm not sure they did then. I'm not sure they do now. I haven't asked anyone recently though, so maybe someone does enjoy that. Maybe this is me being like all white knighting. I forgot one pipe. Did I? Oh, you're right, I did. Thank you. This is me white knighting. Guys, I don't think we should be blowing smoke in girls' faces. I think they don't like it. Oh, Seif, what a white knight. Oh, I telling girls what they can feel about things. You know how if you were here yesterday and I was saying the reason I like the Journey to the East game is because I go completely off the like off the hinge. That might just be who I am. Anyway, I got a call from my wife, so that means I got to go look after the kid for a second. I will be back in just a moment. That's the wrong shot. There we go. Back in a moment, everyone. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. So, where were we? That's right. We were doing things and stuff. We wanted pipes. That's what we wanted. We should probably switch back to Factorio. What do you reckon? Let's actually see the gameplay, shall we? We'll just leave it on there. It'll just be an audio show. Today's stream is just an audio show. As you listen to a man be frustrated. No, I've seen this show before. Men, right? Always frustrated. All right. Get those pipes going. Why am I streaming today? Is it not stream day? It's stream day. It's stream day. I stream today. This is normal stream day. Jump in. Jump in. Everybody, jump in. Jump in. Some Korean words. Hasn't been Wednesday for a long time. Today? It is stream today. Thank you very much, Solburn, for the 18 months. Oh god, here comes 18 meows. Meow meow meow. 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 Meow meow. Right. Wow. Sorry, I lost count there. Normal is Thursday. Normal's been Thursday. The reason I streamed yesterday was because I couldn't make the Monday stream because my boy was unwell. So because he was unwell, I couldn't stream on Monday, so I streamed yesterday instead. And now I'm streaming today. My boy! Yeah, Lil K wasn't doing so well. Lil K is doing well today. He had his first shots today. The little guy's a little tired, but he's doing okay. Lil K doing okay, you know? Now, we've got water. Normally the trick is here, you Lil okay, exactly. Normally what you would do, the normal reaction here is you would then vent it. Did I go with bourbon or vodka? Neither? I'm gonna need context for that one, Zoe. Oh, shots. Okay, no, I got it. I got it now. He got his first shots today. Did I go with bourbon or vodka? Okay, I get it. Took a second, but we get there eventually. You could almost hear the grinding of the gears in my head. Who got first? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? It was Nuke. Comes by occasionally. Now, what I would like to do... Yeah, don't worry. The danger did not happen today. I would like to pick this up. This out, just one. And I would like a top-up valve. Never worried? Well, that's good. That's going to be a top-up valve. Turns out your PC is loud. Really? Press to kick on first. No. Wasn't kick. The fans are off and your room is quiet. It buzzes. Aw, it's cute. It's buzzing. Got a buzzing computer. Buzzing. Alright, and then we need to actually connect it to that way. And what I'd probably also like to do is have a one-way valve. We have what are the valves that we have available? Non-return inspector. We don't need inspector valves. Oil wine. Yeah, non-return valve. We don't need the water to ever go back the other way. So just need basic circuits. Oh really? It's just the thing the motherboard does? It just whines? Sounds like you got a motherboard that you need to wine and dine, am I right? Soul burn the player. Soul burn the player wines and dines his PC. You know what? I like the fact that I don't see, you guys don't get to see the ads anymore, but now I've gotten like 4 in one day, and that's not fun. Well, 4 in 2 days. So, you know, it was really cool that the first time I was like, damn, you guys don't even get to see them, but now they're like not being banned as quickly, I feel. So now it's just kind of annoying in a different way. 4 in one day, yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is build some tanks. What am I talking about? So now when, you know those, wow, do you want to be famous ads come up? They used to, like, everyone used to see them and it used to be like, everyone's like, ah, it's a bot, get rid of the bot, meh. Now what happens is, it goes, hey, I think this is a bot. Do you want to, like, let this message get sent to your stream? So I still see the messages, but you guys don't, which is both good and bad, I suppose. Because now only one person sees them. Unfortunately, it's still me. Let's do it that way. Okay, and that's going to fill that with fuel oil, which is so cool. Then we just need to get the heat exchangers. And now I just look like an old man yelling at clouds. Absolutely. Oil. Really? Is that how I sound? I don't know. Okay, I need boiler 2s. What do they need? Steel. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, so fuel oil, that's all gravy. You love gravy. Who doesn't love gravy? Anyone who doesn't love gravy cannot be trusted. That's not true, actually. Okay, we're good. Bean fuel. Yeah, we're doing bean fuel. It's cliche, but it works, right? Oh, and then we need to do the non-return valve. That's very important. We didn't actually build, I think. There's a reason cliche. It's because it's good. It's probably too good. They eat fuel 24/7 and take so long to get up to temperature. That's fine. They'll do the job. I'm not too fussed about that. Cliche, better cliche than cloche. What's cloche mean? I feel like I've run into an issue. Yeah, burner fuels, heat sources take so much power. That's fine. I don't mind them taking power. I mean, taking fuel. That's what they're there for, right? Meanwhile, problem is this water. Hmm. Cloche is the. Oh, I know the thing where the man comes out like, "It is your dinner, sir," and he takes it up, and you're like, "Oh wow, it's a hamburger." Like, yes, because you're a very distinguished gentleman and you deserve a hamburger. Hmm. Like, what the hell is this place that I've gone to? Isn't it just a cloche? Not a cloche. I think no one said cloche except me. So I'm just like, I'm questioning if you're saying it right when no one said it except me. Sir, you've said it wrong again. Have you tried being more distinguished? Also, a fashionable woman's hat from the 40s. I can't tell you the number of times I had a waiter unveil my hamburger from beneath the cloche. I mean, wouldn't you like to though? Imagine you just go to your favorite hamburger place of choice. Um, it's not a hamburger. It's a steamed ham. No, this is very clearly a hamburger. It's not from upstate New York. I can see how you could make the mistake though. Look, 12 to 15 minutes. Oh, I'm from Utica and I've never heard that expression. You're in Utica? No, it's Albany expression. Huh. Uh, damn steamed hams. It ruined my goddamn life. Yeah, so the 40s woman can be wearing it while she gets smoke blown in her face from what the cigarette brand I've started just today. Uh, Lucky chokers? Oh, chokies. That's the one. I can't even remember my own joke from like a few minutes ago. I'm old. Shut up. Leave me alone. We're gonna need another one of these, I think. Okay, leaving by. Come back, Solburn. I was joking. I was choking on my old chokies. Oh no. What is happening? That's not helpful to anyone. There we go. That's about the most we're going to get out of that at its current level. Okay, so I really just need green science to come through so I can get my heat exchangers and my burner heat sources, and then we should be good. Build the inserter towards the output, then set the input placement. Oh, that's a clever way of doing it. I'd never really considered that. Yeah, that's a good rule. He said he was gonna leave, but he didn't. Sullivan went out for cigarettes. Probably what was gonna happen. That's a clever idea. I'll keep that in mind. Whether I do it or not is another question, but I'll certainly try to do it that way. We're not having power problems yet. Power problems are about to come along, but then again, we're about to solve all those. So with what we're making, we should be getting about 74 units of fuel oil per second, which is 71 megajoules of power per second. Lovely. Beans. Now, we could also expand the farm, but I don't really think we need to do that as of yet. This water is proving to be problematic. However, burner heat sources, they still need to... They don't need water, do they? Shoot, they don't need water, so I do need to actually sort out this water problem. Okay. What if... An overflow valve. It's a stupid idea, but we're going to do it anyway because we need to get rid of the water. And under the rules of this, I can't clarify things if I can use them. In the game Alone in the Dark 3 is a place we fall down a hole and he says, shoot, I'm alone in the dark. So I took the gun and shot. It didn't help. Once I unlock diagonal insertion. Diagonal insertion sounds like a thing a doctor should be doing. You know, I went to my doctor the other day for some diagonal insertion. Because shoot is like a phrase of like saying like damn. Maybe just a non-return valve. Yeah, dang, I'm alone in the dark. Darn, I'm alone in the dark. Something you do with only a close personal friend, or you know when you're trying stuff out in college. That's possible too. He didn't want to swear. Swearing doesn't make him cool, you know. You can't say shit. This is a Christian video game. You can't say shit in a Christian video game. Alone in the Dark is a traditionally Christian video game. Lamps? I suppose. I mean, shit, I'm alone in the dark. You still would have had to poop to make your joke work. That's true. Where's the shit button? Oh, it wasn't a joke. It was something that actually happened. Funny. Like that. That's probably even funnier, actually, then. See, okay, I assumed you were making a joke, but I like it more when it's actually a genuine story. Thank you for following Imaginary Tree. I would say I've seen you before, but trees aren't real, so I suppose not. Okay, so we've got a few more sciences to do before we get into the next stage. What we need to do now is get my boilers? Not my boilers, my, what are they called? Types boilers. Well, that's not working. What are they called? Game from 94, you were 11. I mean, okay, you know what? Talking about things from 11, like, there was like this soap, and it was saying that this soap is much more moisturizes your skin more than soap can. And I could not figure out what soap can was. Like, I really struggled. I was like, what the hell is soap can? Burner exchanger, fluid burner. I don't know what it's called. Bees. Heat exchanger. No. Oh, the heat exchanger comes next. Yeah, I've done this around the order. The burner heat source comes first, and then we go heat exchanger. Okay. So max consumption is 7.2. We will be making 74, so 10 of them, I suppose? Yes. No, don't worry about it. I also couldn't remember what it's called, so I'm not going to go around calling you dumb. Clearly, there's a bigger dumb among us right now. Among us. Oh no. Amogus. Why is there a Pokemon called Amogus? That's my real question. Of all the Pokemon names, why is there one called Amogus? And then we're going to need some heat pipes as well. We'll just build some. Figure that out later. And then once we get the power sorted out, then we're going to start ramping shit up. Lay some heat pipe. Lay some fat heat pipe, yo. Ramp that shoot up. Yes. The other thing that I used to worry about or wonder about a lot when growing up is they were always concerned about the children in Asia. Sorry, the euthanasia. They were always concerned about the euthanasia. And I was like, what's wrong with the children in Asia? They're fine, aren't they? Like, are they hungry? Each heat exchange can fuel 4 steam engines. Oh, I need steam engines as well. Of course I will. Ah, okay. I mean, this is a real thing as well, much the same way as your shoot I'm alone in the dark. I mean, it's just that innocence of children, right? You didn't quite realize what was going on, so you're just like, well, that makes sense. We need one more of those, it seems. Steam engines for my steamed water. Some steamy action incoming. Ugh, I'd have it no other way. You know me. I'm a steamy lad. It's... Am I a steamy lad? Speaking of steamy lads, it was probably a better way to go into that one. Did everyone see that Steam has celebrated its 20th year? That's crazy. How is Steam 20 years old? That doesn't seem legal. That's concerning to me. That means I've been using Steam for a long time. Badger celebrated 22. It did! Saw that. Crazy. Badger. Mushroom. Classic. 20th year without Half-Life 3, you mean? Dude, I don't know how to tell you this, Zoe, but it's been a lot longer than 20 years without Half-Life Episode 3. Like, it's been a lot longer than 20 years. It's been like so many billion years without Half-Life Episode 3. And the sooner we can accept that it's never coming, the happier you'll be. Maybe. Maybe I can't tell you how you'll be happy. That doesn't seem quite fair. Orange Box came out in 2008. That's when I got Steam for the first time. Like, I didn't really care about Half-Life 2 episode... I didn't really care too much about Half-Life 2. Like, I kind of wanted to play it, but I heard Steam was bad from a friend, and so I was like, yeah, I'm just not going to get it. And then Half-Life, the Orange Box came out. I'm like, you know what? Portal seems rad. So I'm going to buy it for Portal, which is the appropriate reaction, I feel. This Portal was amazing. So how many of these Steam engines do I need? I don't know. 22 divided by 1 point. It's not going to be 1.8 though. I need at least 40 of them. Oh shoot. Portal is in your top 5. Oh yeah, Portal's great. Team Fortress 2 turned out crap. You know what? I would have agreed with you for that first day. I was like, I guess I'm going to play this Team Fortress game. I don't really care about it that much, but I guess I'll play it. I didn't really care. And then about a year later, I just really got into Team Fortress. Like, I was just playing Team Fortress every night for a good long time. A Team Fortress Classic veteran. See, I had dial-up, man. I couldn't play Team Fortress on dial-up. Like, I tried playing Team Fortress Classic. I never understood it. Yeah, I think if I get 70 megawatts of power, that's going to basically pull me to where I want to be. Play Team Fortress Classic on dial-up? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're also at a bigger population center. Keep in mind, all I can play with is New Zealand is to get any sort of half-decent ping, and even that pushing it. So I don't know. Keep in mind, I'm in a small island in the middle of gosh darn nowhere. How many people are there in New Zealand? Now it's 6 million, but at the time that I was playing it, probably like 4. New Zealand's growing a lot lately. Probably 5 million, 4 million. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not playing my country smaller than your country. You know, it's not the size that matters. I think we all know that. What you do with it. I mean, look, you've got a better chance of looking at graphs right now than me. The graph. Figure it out. Ah, you are looking at it. It was 3.8 in 2000. Wow, really? New Zealand has basically doubled in size in like the last 20 years or so? Shit. Crazy. I mean, this is a long time. Wait, is it 5 million? I thought it was 6 million. Don't tell me my government's lied to me. government's lied to me. In 20 years, someone go from single to a grandparent. I mean, with time travel, anything's possible. I know that's not the joke you're making, but I'm going to go with it. Equals 1.6. Auckland's getting to be a big boy. So I need 40 steam engine 2s. Tel Aviv, your capital? I mean, Auckland's not our capital, but Auckland is our biggest city. So I don't know if that necessarily changes the calculations you're doing there. Auckland's a very wide boy. That is true. The widest boy we can do. You always want to do a wide boy. Sure. Tel Aviv is the biggest city. So I guess you're just more spread out. Right. The Auckland shouldn't be as big as it is, but then we like put all the councils into one place. Put them all into one room and said, you guys sort it out. We're so awkward, we sure are. I'd have it no other way, quite frankly. Because what is now Auckland used to be a large metropolitan area, and there was like Auckland City, there was Manukau, there was North Shore, there was Waitakere, I think it is, there was Rodney or Ariwa. They may have been the same ones, I don't know. Point is, there were lots of them, and then they like went, we just chucked them all in the same one. Because for some reason, the New Zealand government thought the city should just be one city, and they just decided to do that. I really don't know too much about that, though. I just know that it happened. What are these councils I'm talking about? But do you not have like a city council or something? Like, do you not have like a mayor that you vote for, and everyone gets mad at them because they ran over a guy? I thought this was like a universal experience in the world. Murr. I still think that was one of the best names for My Little Pony, Mare Mare. They usually don't run over guys. Well, you need to get better mares. Your mare is not running over someone, get a better one, because he's clearly not doing his job. Her job. Oh, they usually run over old ladies. To be fair, that's just because they're not fast enough. If you can't outrun the mare, you don't just... you know, when they say run for mare, that's actually what they're talking about. More like run from mare. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so after power's done, I think what we're going to do, controversially, is start working on the rail network. We're not too far away from the rail network as well. Nightmare. And after this is done, we still need to do a little bit more research before we get there. We still need quite a lot. I was trying to get power done before I started ripping this all apart, but maybe that's not happening. Maybe we just need to do it now. Because the more I'm just watching this go, the more I'm thinking we just need to get more iron before we can... That's what we need. We just need more iron. So maybe we just do another ore sorter. And we'll just do it by hand. That sounds terrible. Oh, actually, we've got another ore sorter. Um. Okay, what if we... Uncommon large power poles of 32 reach. Seems long. Seems excessive. I don't know what to do with this, that's the problem. You know what? Pull these down, we don't need those. And, this is excessive. Who's making that, though? Who's making that out of wood? That's silly. These silly billies. Move that sorter. Still not particularly helpful, I guess, because that still needs to come down and around. Suppose. Yeah, I suppose we could move that. I mean, this is only a temporary fix as well, though. That's the problem. This is just how we're going to get rid of mineralized water that we're not using. Why do we even have mineralized water? Why do we have mineralized water? Where is this mineralized water coming from, anyway? Oh, it's the electrodes. Yes, that does make sense. I mean, that's doing okay so far. Only play 3 hours of Seablock a week, you won't be done by the expansion. Well, what does that tell you? Please tell me I don't know. If I move all of this, maybe that's what we actually need to do. Because we've got this big patch over here. Maybe we just need to shimmy that over. Tonight we'll be playing Rock and Stone, though. There's an event. Yeah, Oktoberfest, right? Current speed run for Seablock is 45 hours. That's the Brave New World. Is that Brave New World, or is that just a regular old speed run? Brave New World doesn't count. It's a mod. A mod for a mod doesn't count. Okay, so we pull that out of there. Okay, that's a good start. Still Seablock, only your character is missing. And you have bots. You have bots. That takes away the pain. If you aren't experiencing pain, are you really experiencing Seablock? Dark Souls 2 is a fan game, and SOTFS. SOTFS. Exactly. Scholar of the First Sin. Well, I don't. Yeah, Scholar of the First Sin doesn't bloody count. I agree. I mean, that's not where you wanted to go with this argument, I know, but I agree. Scholar of the First Sin does not count. You are correct. Well done. You have correctly ascertained the point of Scholar of the First Sin. Doesn't count. I agree. The definitive edition, then why do I say it doesn't count if it's the definitive edition? Exactly. Doesn't count. Defiantly doesn't count. Heard me. I'm doing a lot of work here for something I really don't care much for. Actually, I kind of want that going the other way now that I think about it. The plan is we're going to eliminate this. Okay. Yeah, am I really experiencing Seablock? I mean, who is truly experiencing Seablock? I think that's the real question we're going to ask ourselves. Is it possible to truly experience Seablock? Oh my god, these bloody bots. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting the same bot message over and over again. So as much as I like this new system, it doesn't seem to, it seems to be kind of almost be having the reverse effect. On quality lamps, they see they don't have lamp qualities. It was the one thing that you would have loved. It was the one thing. They could have won you over with that soul burn. It's like, hey, look, I don't know how I feel about all this quality stuff, but if you can give me better lights, I guess that'll be cool. And they're like, nah, I can't do that. All you asked for. Oh, whoops. No one can be told what C-block is. You must diagonally insert into yourself. No, I've been told I only need to diagonally insert things into myself if I'm with a good close friend. What Zoe told me, and I'm going to trust her. Zoe understands these things. Zoe's like, I'm not so sure about this one anymore. I should not be involved. Crying stone. Stone. Shark to feed itself. Nice. It's creepy. And I love it. Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that. I could have just straight up a normal one. But, okay. Keep in mind, this is only a temporary one. And then we disconnect this for now. There we go. What if you understand that you understand nothing? Then you're trying to zen, and I don't understand that. What do I understand? Diagonally inserting something into yourself, something you're only supposed to do with a close friend. It took me a second to remember my own joke, your joke there, but What we're going to do, also a similar thing there. There we go. That's good. And that should get rid of that ore a little bit better, using the mineralized water better. Just everything is just so much nicer now. The only other problem is we're not really using the stone, so we need to figure that out again. Now we do a few things with the stone, if I remember rightly. First off, we do turn it into stone. And then in some cases we also, well, it's one thing at a time. Spaghetti Paul is proud. I'm glad. You didn't even say Spaghetti Paul, but I knew the Paul you're talking about. I know Paul very well. I know what Spaghetti Paul likes. He likes chaos and spaghetti. I don't know if he actually loves chaos, but he does like spaghetti a lot. Find that appalling. Oh dear. Okay, we are one step closer to where we want to be. Ooh. They give us stuff that I don't want to deal with right now. Okay, good. We still got to keep going. Yeah, I don't think we're as close to doing what I thought we were as thought. What did I actually want the stone for in the first place? Underground belts. Find some games to play, but not. Wait. You have so many games to play, but not enough batteries. What games are you playing that you require batteries for? Okay, and then we need bricks. I'm not so worried about these stone pipes anymore. Personal batteries. Oh, that does make more sense. Oh. And then we chuck some chalk in there. And that is wrong. Okay. I was right the first time. There we go. Then I can make stone bricks. I don't know if I need many of them, but let's just make them. What would I get? What would I give for a functioning personal robot right now? Nothing. Personal robots are a crutch. You don't need them. Sure, I'll take it when I get there, but I don't need it right now. Like I will take it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to go to construction bots as soon as we can, but right now we're okay. Like we'll get there. You know, it'll all happen when we get there. We'll get there. There's no doubt in my mind that we will get there shortly. Oh. Wow, we're actually not making enough for right now. But when we get there. If we ever get that. You know the song. Oh. Yeah, the problem was we were doing too well at the moment, and the copper causing a problem. Copper was just being so rambunctious. This is good. Still like 3 technologies away from getting the oil that I want, which is really annoying, really frustrating. But that's okay. I kind of want to start pulling this apart, but I think that's the bad time to do it. What I would probably... God, would that be a good idea? I'm just wondering, would it be good to make another set of electrolyzers? Not really. I think the correct action right now is just chill for a bit. You know, don't flip the flop out. Don't flip the flop out. You heard me. Don't pretend you didn't. If I hear anyone flipping the flop out, then there's going to be hell to pay. Uh, 487. Wow, we're almost up to 500. That's insane. Alright, so that should mean science is doing stuff when it feels like it. Let's check production. Iron plates, preferably. Eh, better. Mexican aliens, so BS. What are you playing that you gotta worry about Mexican aliens? You playing some Terra Invicta over there? Is that the game's name? That's a game I really want to get back into when that game gets full released. Like, I liked it a little bit, but I really want that game to get full. Mexican government did a hearing and showed aliens. Oh, did they now? They're not real? Aliens aren't real? Is that what you're telling me? Say it ain't so. Humanoid mummies with 3 fingers and non-human DNA. I mean, everyone has non-human DNA if you try hard enough. I think. Also, the Unity engine kind of died. You know what? I heard about that. What the hell's up that about? I heard something about Cult of the Lamb possibly being removed. Hello, infantryman. Infantryman? Welcome. How's your pie? Oh, I'm not familiar with you. Oh, you're playing Pyodons. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, okay. I want to add fees per download to any Unity game with 200,000 installs and who made more than 200,000 a year. See, now that's interesting. Hmm. Wasn't the whole point of Unity is like you could pay to get their banner removed, but I guess that wasn't making them enough money. Charge developers per download, man. That's rude. How to quickly get your engine from being like well loved and well used to it says a company that made 100 million installs and only made like $1 million. Oh god. Yeah, I mean that's how to make sure your engine completely dies into obscurity, I suppose. Because Unity is pretty well loved. Soul Adams, Soul Burn, they're almost the same thing. They wanted to make so the user could end up costing multiple times of downloaded the game multiple times. Of what? And every time they patch the game? No, that's bullshit. Yeah. So either two things will happen: either they will go back on that, or they will just disappear and never be seen again. That's how these things tend to go, right? They want it to work retroactively. Can't do that retroactively. Like, I don't know if you legally can do that retroactively. I'm pretty sure you can't. The CEO is a guy who worked for EA. EA, you ruined everything. Oh, please change. Hey, so I'm from EA. We made some pretty bad decisions, and I'm going to join your company to make some more bad decisions. Oh boy, sign us up. Oh no. Pride and accomplishments. You know what? Pride and accomplishments was a stupid effing thing to say. No one's doubting that for a second. But hot take incoming, Aruga. It's going to spawn some crazy lawsuit. No, that's not happening. Okay. Pride and accomplishments, right? They're like, hey, we want someone to play the game for hours on end and get pride and accomplishments for what the characters they've unlocked. And to some degree, I kind of understand that. Arugula. Yeah. To some degree, I kind of understand that. Like, I was really proud back in the day of my League of Legends account. Because, like, I had all these characters on it. I was really proud of that account, you know, before they, you know, before it got hacked and they didn't give it back to me. But, you know, I was really proud of my League of Legends account, just how much I'd earned on that. Like, because I was like, damn, I've played this game a lot. I've done so much. Pride and accomplishment. I felt pride and accomplishment for like some of the things that I had like unlocked and all the champions I unlocked and all the things that I'd bought. I felt pride and accomplishments for that. Of course, you take that away from me, and now I feel nothing but bitterness and hate, which is new for me because usually I'm not a bitter and hateful man. But hey, you know, I found bitter and hate from Riot Games. Thank you, Riot Games. You unlocked a part of me I didn't know I had. No taking sides of any no taking sides of any That is the hardest sentence I've ever read in my life, Ray. No taking sides of any for-profit corporates, no matter how good they are. Yeah, that's true, I suppose. I mean, definitely don't be like bandwagoning for a corporation, right? They've got people to bandwagon for them. You don't need to do that. You know, I understand you can like a game and like a franchise. That's fine. Hell, like a developer, that's cool too. But the companies are not your friends. No one is surprised by this. Well, no one should be surprised by this. Don't be a groupie. You're absolutely welcome to be a groupie. I think there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I love this thing. But also acknowledge that this thing does exist to make money. And if they can make money out of you, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be ethical. Some things are ethical. But always know they can turn on you. You are not their friend. They are not your friend. And they will bite your butt. Aggressively. And unwantedly. You trust FromSoft? I don't. You know, something's worth being bitter and hateful about. Yeah, maybe. We got 109,000 fuel oil here. An equivalent, that's 1 gigajoule of fuel, of power. No. Actually, 100 gigajoules. Wizards of the Coast are a good example. Look, yeah, I think Wizards of the Coast are a very good example. I like Dungeons and Dragons, okay? I do. I like Magic. I do. I like both of those things. I think they're very fun. You know, I'm not playing Magic right now, but that's okay. I don't need to play it right now to be enjoying it. I know that it's there and it makes me happy. But Magic the Gathering is great. Absolutely. Do I trust the company? No, I don't. Magic Arena is great. It is a fantastic version of the game. FMGG. I think the games are great, but when we really come down to it, is that corporation, is Wizards of the Coast really trying to squeeze the ever-loving crap out of the players' wallets? Oh yeah, absolutely. Is that okay? That I don't have a clear answer for you. Probably not. But at the same time, they can do that if they want. At the same time, I don't think any player should be going, I'll pay anything because I love Wizards of the Coast. No, don't love Wizards of the Coast. Enjoy the game. That's fine. Enjoy the game. I'm never going to tell someone don't enjoy a game that you enjoy playing. That's stupid, you know? But don't bandwagon for the company. Company is not your friend. The company exists to make money, and that's okay. Magic the Gathering Arena is free. Is it? I mean, it is, but is it? It can be free. I don't pay much money for it. I've probably only chucked in a couple of hundo to it. But it is... Well, saying it's free is not necessarily true. Yes, I know you can play for free. What if you want that really cool thing? You don't pay no dinero? Well, I have. I like the product. I like the product. I want to support the product. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I haven't paid a lot for a while. There's a difference between free and free to play. Exactly. But you know, I can enjoy Magic and also acknowledge the company behind it is really kind of shitty. The cost is how much you play. The company is actually really shitty to their player base. And if a company is smart, they'll disguise and go, look, we did this for you. You know, it's like something I was talking to Panda about, and I don't want to get into any trouble here, so I'm going to be very short on this, but about Taylor Swift. We've been talking about Taylor Swift. Panda likes Taylor Swift. But, like, when she released an album, like, she released 4 LPs, each with, like, a different design, so, like, 1/4 of the clock. So you could buy the 4 LPs, and then you could, like, put a clock in, like, a mechanism, and then it would just, like, it would be a Taylor Swift clock out of Taylor Swift LPs. And the fans are like, oh my God, I love it so much. She loves us. It's like, no, she's a businesswoman. She monetizes us. And that's okay. If you don't mind being monetized and it makes you happy, freaking go for it. You know, fill your boots. Be happy. Don't think for a moment she loves you. She's helping the economy? Absolutely, sure. But let's be honest, she's helping her economy as well. And don't get me wrong, you're absolutely allowed to like her. Smart businesswoman. She's definitely got a good team behind her. If she's making all those decisions, she's incredibly smart. If she's got a team behind her making those decisions, incredibly smart marketing team. Because her fans are so rabid and they love it. They love being monetized. And that's great for her and, her people, but she could do what JP Idols do. You have to buy a CD to get the chance to win a spot to buy a ticket to the shows. I mean, she could. 100%. And people would not only buy it, they would buy multiple. They would do it. They would do it. I mean, speaking of which, did you ever see the Agretsuko Netflix show? I'm not going to go into too much spoilers here because if you haven't seen it, then you haven't seen it. But if you have seen it, then there was a bit where basically someone did buy like multiple, like way too many copies of a music CD to meet with the idols. And it was like, if you bought a copy of the CD, you get to talk to them for like 30 seconds or something. You love Finico? Finico's pretty good. Um, and it's just like this guy's like dumps just a whole bunch of tickets from the CDs. It's just like, this guy is like a mega fan. Finico is good. You know the who's the one I like? I love every character actually in that show. Just every character in that show is just delightful. And I mean every character in that show. Director Ton, I just freaking love Director Ton. He's just such an asshole, and I love him to bits. You only saw the first show? You mean the first season? It's still good. I find every season takes me a little bit of time to get into it because every season's sort of its own story. But every season I really got into. The two secretaries are great. Oh my god, yes! They're so fucking good! Just like these high-powered executive women just strutting down the office, and then as soon as they turn the corner, they're like, "Oh, we can't keep doing that, but we've got to look good for the underlings." It's so good. Got to keep up appearances. Oh, oh man, I love that show, Agretsuko. I watched it like last year, this year. That's the one. Ori and Washimi, and again, they are like as the seasons go, they are just increasingly amazing characters. Um, just I love that show. It's so good. It's probably not. It's definitely not for anyone. If you ever worked in an office environment, though, I feel like you would see elements of your office in there and be like, "Oh, I know that person." I haven't watched Odd Taxi. I've heard of Odd Taxi, but I don't know anything about it. What is Odd Taxi? I've heard of it. Like I've seen it come up like before, and someone be like, "Oh man, love Odd Taxi," and I just went, "That's fine. I don't give a shit." And then I just went on with my life. Don't hear anything about it. Just watch it. Oh, is this really the recommendation I'm getting? Just don't. Is this a don't know anything about it before you? Oh, I am both intrigued and horrified. These are usually things that kill me in a good way. Every time I get a don't read about, fuck's sake, another bot? Are you serious? Account created 3 minutes ago. My God. Anyway, every time someone gives me a no, you don't see the bots because they all get held for smart detection, and I'm happy for that. It's just very annoying for me because now I have to fight this like some sort of fucking sorcerer supreme over here, and everyone just thinks I'm going crazy. Good on Twitch, yeah, but I'm having to be the goddamn sorcerer supreme. Clouds, they're clouds. Yeah, you're right, Zoe. But anyway, every time someone says, "Hey," the least you know about this, the happier you'll be. Just watch it. This is why most channels have moderators. Uh, Maybe I should have a moderator. I don't know if I can pay them though. That's why I don't do it. I feel bad. Like I know moderators will probably do it for free, but I'm like, I don't want someone doing work for me for free. I don't know. It seems rude. I'll take care of it. I'm the goddamn sorcerer supreme. You have an itch to watch Supernatural again. I've heard good things about that. At some point, we're going to pull all these wind turbines down. 15 seasons. Dude, that's not an itch. That's an STD to watch it again. Why are my beans being power? Because we haven't got burner heat sources yet. We're working on it. And I can do something else. We need 150 science. Flipping serious. Okay. Look, you know what? Let's just jam that science out as quickly as we can. And then we can make my burner heat sources, and then we can just... Because we've got the steam engines. Good. We need heat exchangers. That's good. You want to watch, again, DS9? I could watch DS9. So that's good. 7.2 divided by 1.8, is that right? 4. That's correct. That's good numbers. So all we need now is the heat sources, which are coming. You know, I kind of agree with Inventoryman. No, I agree with him on this one. I'm kind of the same. Like, you say there's so many shows you haven't seen. Why wouldn't you watch the new shows? And I'm a creature of habit, so I kind of agree with Infantryman. I like to watch shows that I've already seen. Like, I know I could watch all these great shows, but I just want to sit back and just enjoy a thing that I've seen like a million times. Like at the moment, I'm just like rewatching Steven Universe for like the third or fourth time. I don't know. Because, you know, it's a show that I can put on. I can enjoy it on the side. I can hit stop if like the okay's crying. I can just be like, meh, gotta stop. And it's good. And that works for me. All right, we're gonna do What the Shirt now, do we? Okay. So, you know, I'll just watch a show again because I'm happy with that. Anyway, we're gonna do What the Shirt. So What the Shirt has a theme song. This is actually part of the theme song now to say What the Shirt has a theme song. But it goes, I did it, do. What the Shirt. Hey, welcome to What the Shirt. Kapow, cats. All right, today What the Shirt. We've got the Pusheen shirt where she is like a little cat unicorn. You've always got to do that with Pusheen because it's like an animated GIF. Then it hurts your legs after a while. This is why I'm not an animated GIF. But, yeah. There's a lot of reasons why I'm not an animated GIF, but that's one of them. Ugly spiky yarn. Exactly. The captain is great in DS9. Cisco? Cisco's good. Like, I like Cisco. I think the crew of DS9 is what I really like. The crew and just everyone around DS9 is what I love. Perrine? I don't know. I mean, like Quark and Odo is just classic. Like that's just classic cop and robber bullshit that you always gotta love. There is Miles and Julian. I love those two together. They're my OTP. I don't give a shit if that's a weird thing to say. I don't care. I love them so much. Just two guys who are like older than they really should be, just being kids wanting to play video games. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they resonate with me. I can't tell you. Got no reason why this is. Couldn't tell you. But but yeah. You haven't seen DS9, but even you know Quark and Odo are the best. I mean, Worf is wonderful. Dax is just absolutely great. Who else we got? Who am I missing? Major Kira, Colonel Kira. She's fine. She's fine. You've got the fucking Cardassians just effing about, just being right pricks of the whole place. Love Cardassians. What assholes. Love them to bits. We're gonna build some more labs, I think. Just such a good show. It's turn 42, that crazy card. Meet the Cardassians. Yeah, absolutely. Got to meet the Cardassians. Who knows what crazy shit they're going to get up to over there. Crazy. Oh, do you mean Garrick? No. Oh, Gul Dukat. Yes. Good old Gul Dukat. What a nice villain he was. He was good. He was good at what he did. I'm not going to go into the genocide of Bajor because people don't like it when I talk about the genocide of Bajor. Because hot take, and hot takes aren't allowed. Oh, okay. 50 years? What's 50 years? Oh, the genocide of Bajor? That's a long time. I mean, see, now you're going to get me into it. You look at the casualties of the genocide of Bajor, right? And you look at the population of Bajor and the fact that it's over 50 years, and you're like, that was a pretty shitty genocide. I mean, yes, genocides are terrible. I'm not going to say they aren't. But that was more like a little bit of a violent occupation, considering the population of Bajor and the time. They didn't. You know what? Let's just double check those numbers before I continue this one. Oh, it was 60 billion people. Oh, never mind. Okay. Occupation Bajor. Okay, occupation of Bajor. There we go. Casualties. How many people died? That's the thing that matters. Cardassian withdraw. No one gives a shit. How many deaths? Give me the deaths. How many people died? This is really important. Really important from... Okay, 15 million direct deaths over 50 years. Okay, not good, obviously. 15 million dead, horrible numbers. I'm not saying that's acceptable. The population of Bajor is... Give me a population number, please. Please don't let that be a low number. Estimated Bajoran population. I'm sure it did. What is the population of Bajor? I need to know this. It really lets me know if I can continue being like with my hot take. Population of Bajor. 3.8 billion. Okay, so the Cardassian we're continuing. The Cardassians occupied Bajor for 50 years, right? And over 50 years, they caused 15 million deaths, which is a lot. Which is a lot. I am not saying that's acceptable. You shouldn't be killing people. But 15 million deaths over 50 years in a population of 3.8 billion is not a genocide. Again, not good. Not good. Don't kill people. Okay? No point am I saying this is acceptable. But it's not exactly a genocide. I'm not siding with the Cardassians. Never would I side with the Cardassians. Not exactly a genocide. I don't know if there's a hill I want. The only reason I'm on this hill is because the term genocide is not the right term. It is a violent, brutal occupation. It is a violent, brutal occupation that was completely unwarranted, and people were killed in slave labor camps. It's horrible. It's bad. I'm not approving of this at all. Right? This is dark shit. Cardassia absolutely ruined Bajor. They killed a lot. They stole their stuff. It's bad. It's really bad. But 15 million over 50 years, it's bad. Okay? They shouldn't have been there. And anyway, where the hell was my political adjacency alarm? I really thought I was going to get one of those somewhere in the middle of that story, but I didn't. Which really tells you that doesn't work, because if I think about it, I should have stopped anyway. Now, fictional politics don't make it trigger. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Again, at no point am I condoning any genocides. Obviously, I'm not a madman, and I'm not that much of a horrible person. But, yeah, maybe. Maybe it's not. Qualify for genocide is less about the number and more about the intent. Valid. Valid point, Zoe. Maybe. Anyway. Please do not think that my opinion here has anything to do with reality. It is... I can also talk about how the Empire are the good guys from Star Wars, if you like. It's going to be a very similar thing. God, maybe I am a horrible person. This is the moment where it dawns upon Seif that maybe he is just an asshole. That doesn't feel good. There's no funny bit after that, unfortunately. Am I the baddies? I think I personally am the baddies. Oh, shit. I'm just, you know that bit where like there's like a story bit that they've never really put all the pieces together and they show you all the story bits at once and you realize, oh, I get it now. Um, it's like in The Simpsons where they were like doing a behind the scenes of Simpsons like as a joke episode. And one of them was like, what's the deal with Mr. Smithers and Mr. Burns? And it's just like a whole bunch of clips of like Smithers being like very clearly infatuated by Mr. Burns, and he's just I didn't, because I was young, I didn't click until that moment, and then it's just like he really likes his job, and I'm like, oh, he gay as F. I get it now. One of my favorite scenes in TNG is when Picard fights with his brother after he has come back from the Borg. I don't know that episode. I don't know TNG that well. But I feel like I'm having that moment with my own life. Like, oh, I'm the bad guy. Makes sense now. Yeah, okay. I'm going back on what I was saying before about the Spidertron going to the East episodes being the one where I'm unhinged. I might just be unhinged. This might just be who I am. I don't know how I feel about this new realization. Picard does kill Sisko's wife. I mean, Picard killed more than Sisko's wife. Like, Picard killed a lot of people. I mean, not Picard, like, the Borg did. He just happened to be Locutus of Borg at the time. Like, it'd be really funny if, like, you look at the Battle of Wolf 359, casualties, Picard's wife, brackets, I forgot her name. That's so horrible. It's like, even the person editing the wiki just goes, I don't remember what her name was. Not really important to the story. Who was involved? I don't know. Cisco, the Enterprise, Picard's wife. Oh, sorry, Cisco's wife. It was. I guess that was one of those Federation ships that was. Picard was one of her names. Yes. A Brit playing a Frenchman. Well, I mean, it's not that surprising. Like, you don't. Earth is a very different place in the 23rd century, I think Star Trek set in. Because if you think about it, if you want to go from like one area of Earth to another, it is not difficult. You can just take transporters, or like I don't know how prevalent transporters are in civilian transportation, but at the very least, shuttles are not that hard. Like transportation across Earth is a lot easier. And so, and the civilians are able to fly shuttles. Like for instance, you've got Jake Sisko, who was a reporter who was just flying shuttles around the place. And so, I mean, did he have his shuttle license? I suppose. I don't know. But my point is, shuttle license. What the hell am I talking about? The point is, civilians can clearly get ability to fly shuttles. Very interested in the past of Star Trek. The next 10, 20 years for us. Oh, I mean, the eugenics wars, they're coming. The eugenics wars any day now. Was there like a war against AI at some point? Like Star Trek history? Forget. Okay, so what my next plan is probably... Okay, you know what? Let's start working this out. Star Trek Discovery had an AI attack. Right now. Actually, we might pull all this down at some point. Okay, we're going to start building out here. Why out here? Because why not? First off, let's figure out trains. You know what? Maybe this is the time we figure out trains right now. Can we blueprint train? That's... I just want to blueprint like a train track. Okay, great. Okay, right when I've decided to actually do something in my life. Burns liquid fuel. That's probably not required. I think that's going a bit far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that. Quick. I was going to cancel the fish too. Oh, I've cancelled fish. Okay, we'll continue this in a moment. Okay, let that finish and then we'll... Actually, no, don't let that finish. Train. Trains are the next things we need. Then we can start pulling all this up. Because once we get the train networks started, then we're going to be good. We don't know all the wars that happened because some of them were so encompassing that we don't have any records of the previous wars. Are you talking about in Star Trek? Holy shit. If so, that's dark. If you're talking about in real life, about what I'd expect. We need steel. Rock and steel, brother. Rock and steel. Actually, no, what we need is copper. And steel. Okay, no, never mind. We're back to steel again. I mean, yeah, the world of Star Trek had some real rough periods that humanity had to get through. Hey, Glacier. No, I don't like to hear that. Can we... No. I don't want this. Look, you know what? If Star Trek lore is where we're going, it's better than friggin' Warhammer 40k lore. Can we agree on that? Subject change? Absolutely not. We'll subject change when we need. Warhammer 40k lore is worse. I think we can all agree that. Hello, you hit order the waste. Ah, hello. That's good. Waste is being kept manageable. We're not even wasting regular water at the moment. We're using that. We're doing very well with waste management at the moment. Thank you, Inspector. Mineralized water is going well. We're making more landfill. We could have wasted water, but we didn't. Going well, thank you, Inspector. You'd rather talk about a utopia than grimdark? I mean, sure. Who wouldn't? Utopia is much nicer, right? Okay, so each one of these does max consumption 54. And we make what? 72? 74. So elk 74 divided by 5.4 is 13. We need 13 of these. We have 10. 10 will have to do for now. I'm going to go down because I feel like up is a different ball game. Okay, if we need 13, then what if we did 4 by 3? 4 by 4, 4 by 3, that's probably fine. Got hooked on Breaking Bad. You've watched it 3 times already. Nice. Warhammer 40k's response to other laws trying to be dark is, no, don't even try, kid. You ain't got nothing on Warhammer 40k. 40k is a nasty little piece of work. Okay, that's going to heat up quite nicely. Who hurt those authors? Good question. Okay, so that's burning that up. It'll take a little while to heat up. That's just fine. Heat exchanges are next. And let's just go that way. How much water will this actually take? Who knows? We just need regular pumps. Wait, whoa, we've got pumps? Oh shit. Didn't even realize we had the technology. Yeah. Most concerning are the fans who thought the Imperium of Man are the good guys. I thought that for the longest time until probably only like 5 years ago. Because I didn't read enough of the lore. Who are the good guys? That's a fun answer. There is no good guys. No one is the good... Well, actually, it depends. Are you going... Depends what you define as the good guys. The Tyranids are the good guys. They're just bugs who just eat things. They're not the bad guys. How could they be the bad guys? They're just bugs. Bugs aren't bad. Fans who became writers who think the Imperium Man are the good guys. No, that's scary. Yeah, no, there are no good guys in Warhammer. Because that's kind of the shtick of it, that everyone just sucks. Like, the best good is a group that subjugates others and convinces them that they should join for the greater good, but meanwhile is probably causing eugenics in their races. So, that might be the most good race. And I don't know about you, but I feel that's probably a bad thing. And you know what? If you don't feel that's a bad thing, please let me know now. I'd like to know. If you think forced eugenics is okay, please let me know. I would feel this would be very helpful for me for future. Don't ask why. Just go with me on this one. Hive Worlds, Forge Worlds, absolute slavery. I mean, everything's slavery. They did that in Mass Effect. Yeah. I wouldn't say banhammer necessarily, but certainly just holding it for a second. I'm not going to ban someone for that. If just good to know. Which race did that? The eugenics in Mass Effect. The militaristic one, the one of the three. They called the T. I don't know Mass Effect that well. No. There was a race, the Taurians or something, the Taurans. The genophage was requested by the race that I'm talking about, though. They were like, hey, you know, it'd be awesome if we just genophaged. And the Sauron, I don't remember the name. Solarians were like, yeah, right. The Turians deployed it. The Valerians developed it, and the Asari orchestrated it. Okay. And there's 4 per thing. Okay. Every setting has some race called something like the Tauran. That's true. Even Greek mythology, am I right? That doesn't look quite right. Maybe it is right. Maybe I want to... Wait. Yeah, the Krogan were like absolutely... You missed the topic change. Alright, I didn't exactly get it either. I mean, in some ways I kind of understand where they were at in a sense of... Oh shit, the... Okay, so the Krogan were uplifted though. Yeah, the Krogan were the victims, but don't forget the Krogan were uplifted by the Turians. Because they needed something to fight against the bug race. They should not have been uplifted. Like, and so what happened is they uplifted this race who, like, to be soldiers, and they were like, okay, so we're elite soldiers now, and we breed incredibly quickly. It's like, yes, this is why you're great soldiers. Okay, but now the war is over, and they're like, yeah. It's like, so what do we do now? And it's like, well, wait, shit, hang on, wait. So we've created a strong soldier race, we've uplifted them, the only thing they want to do is combat. And we have the Rachni are defeated, so they have no more enemies. Ah! And that's what happened with the Krogan. Like, that's not a do I have to yell at another cloud? Holy shit, what the hell is your name? How long were you created? 1 minute ago. My god, okay, the first one was like a few months ago, then a few weeks, then a few days, then a few hours ago. Now we're 1 minute. I'm gonna start getting like friggin' bot posts from like created in 3 minutes. That's coming. Goodness gracious. Which get your shit together, because the bots are not stopping. Krogan were uplifted by the Solarians. Okay. I thought right, because the Solarians had to do something for the war effort, and the Solarians are not fighters, they're scientists. Okay, I remember this now. And so they're like, well, the Asari can fight, but we're more like scientists and and spies. They're gonna do it again? Created a negative 14 seconds ago. It's coming, Zoe, it's coming. I can sense it. You joke, but it's coming. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. Ah. To be honest, I'm not really a Mass Effect fan, but I played the first 2, and the third one I did not finish. I played the first 20 minutes of it and then just never finished it. And I regret nothing. Because at some point that series was just done for me. As a massive Mass Effect fan, yeah. Yeah, as I get older, I start to do a thing called the I'm done with this franchise. And it's not because I've got anything done. It's not because I hate the franchise. It's not because I hated the franchise. It's just at some point I'm just tired. Don't want to do it anymore, you know? And Mass Effect has reached that time a while ago for me. I'm just like, I'm just done with this franchise. I'm glad I witnessed it for a while, but I'm done. I'm tired. And will I ever go back to it? Probably not. You know, and again, I'm not saying to fans of that series, oh, how can you like this series? You have bad taste. No, I'm not bitter about it. I just don't care anymore. And the older I get, the more like this comes up. Oh, you know what? It's fine. The older I get, the more often it happens. Like the first franchise that I just went, I'm done with this, was Assassin's Creed. Like once Assassin's Creed something came out, I was like, yeah, I don't care anymore. And it was kind of freeing, you know? Just being like, I don't need to care about Assassin's Creed anymore. And Black Flag was the only one that made me go, but maybe Black Flag. And yet it never happened. Black Flag never got me. I'd probably enjoy it. Someone not liking the same things as me is not a moral statement. I don't think it was ever intended to be one either. Just a true statement. Getting angry at someone for not liking the same thing as you, that's an interesting statement. Oh, how can you not enjoy this game? Meh. I mean, I'm very much of the concept these days, as I get older, that if people are playing games they're happy with, then I'm happy for them. If someone buys the new copy of FIFA or Madden or any of those games every year and they are having the time of their lives, fucking power to them. Like, I'm so happy for them. I don't need to get involved. They're happy. And isn't that the main thing? Like, isn't that why we got into games in the first place? To be happy. Meanwhile, someone like is playing friggin' League of Legends in another window and just types no. But you know, League of Legends slash Valorant slash Counter Strike slash in any game that people get really upset playing. You know the ones. No, I don't. I don't see not liking a game franchise as anything other than just that. Just someone doesn't like it. All right, it's fine. Or people being like, "Oh, we can't be friends because you like XYZ property." All right, well, friggin' live with that in your day, because you know, I would rather have friends with like varied tastes. Because it's awesome talking to a friend who like really like I used to have a friend that really loved Ace Combat. I have no interest in Ace Combat, but listening to him talk about it and his eyes just go misty thinking of how much he loved Ace Combat. I didn't give a shit, but he was so excited. Still remember the articles after Arcane came out. If you enjoy the show, do not try the game. Yeah. Yearly sports games are just money grabs. Yeah, so what? So is like friggin' expansions to Crusader Kings. What's your point? And with that, Steve called himself out. EVE Online is toxic too. Sure, absolutely. Yeah, no, Arcane was wonderful. Arcane was such a good show. I mean, I think one of the things I liked most about League of Legends was the lore. And that tells you something, because, man, does anyone actually know the lore of League of Legends? No, because they change it all the gosh darn time. But I used to read every section of lore that I could. Like, I was just, oh, I loved that lore. Yeah. Okay, so the original lore of League of Legends is that it's actually like resolving conflicts without war. But the problem is, war is much more interesting to put in a video game, right? So, meh. And so the whole point of League of Legends was like, hey, we bring in these heroes to like fight a proxy war, basically. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fine point to just be like, I'm done with learning this. But yeah, I liked it. I just think it's neat. Okay, that should really do some more work now. You wanted to think it was neat. Yeah, that's sad actually. You were keen, you were ready, you wanted to be the guy, but you could not be the guy. They would not let you. Yeah. I just said that. They would not let you be the guy. What is the minimum temperature? 315. Okay. Yeah, these are going fine. So of the power we have right now, oh, we have 87 megawatts of power. Oh, we just got a massive there. Pretty happy with that. Just a bit of a Tim Allen grunt there. You know it's good when you get an accidental Tim Allen grunt. Unlimited power. Quite limited power. You used to love that show? I used to love that show. It was a good show. You know, for like some sort of daytime, or not daytime, but some sort of show that's there. Hey, Mahalik, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? Oh, you've been playing the Starfield, have you? How's Starfield going? Wilson was cool. Wilson was cool. You know, Wilson actually taught me a few lessons. Like, Tim Allen didn't teach me lessons, but Wilson taught me lessons. Like, life lessons about things that you really need to consider. Building bases, mining iron. No raid sound effect. You know, we don't have a raid sound effect. I never quite figured out what to do for a raid sound effect. I never really thought. I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, so Wilson was actually quite interesting as a character in Home Improvement because, you know, Tim Allen, his whole dying cat sound, no, that's so rude. Wilson was like the anti-Tim. So Tim was like, I am macho and I am like, just, I am just macho. I can't admit my failings because I'm a man. And Wilson was like the antim, exactly. Whereas Wilson was like, hey, look, there's nothing weak about, you know, there's nothing weak about having a weakness, essentially. And then Tim would come back and he'd be like, hey, Jill, I was thinking about what you said about how I'm just an asshole. And she'd be like, yeah, well, you're an asshole. He's like, yeah, but do you ever think what Socrates said, that one time you got to play soccer in the football? No, did you ever think what the Greeks said about how sometimes you just got to play soccer? And the audience laughs, and Jill goes, And it's like, what I'm saying is I was wrong. And Jill goes, ah. And the audience goes, ah. And then, you know, that's the show. That was Home Improvement for you. Ah, everyone goes. I'm not wrong. That was most of the show. But I mean, I still enjoyed it, you know, because it was the sort of show that you could just put on while you're like, you know, they'd put it on at 7 p.m. And you're just like, well, I'm going to watch my dinner and just watch some Home Improvement. I'm going to watch this episode that I've seen 4 times already because apparently the network just can't get a different show on there. I see the connection of why I just watch the same thing over and over again. I just made that connection in my head. And then he does the same thing next. Oh, he thinks of being a horrifying monster because he's a lovable idiot. He's not a horrifying monster. He's just a bit stupid. He just has the stupids. Can't blame someone for being stupid. Look, the number of head injuries that man takes, he's honestly surprised that he can function at all, okay? And then he does the same thing next time. No, next time he does something entirely new, which is also pretty bad. You know, the number of head injuries that character has had, it's honestly surprising. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Let's think about America, how America is. How friggin' good is Tim Taylor's insurance? Right? Because would you insure that man? His shtick is getting very badly hurt on his show like every day. He has to have insurance. Did you see that house? They had like they were not poor. They weren't rich, but they weren't poor. And he's not like exactly like he runs a small like a small cable show, you know, show, a small cable television show. So he's not getting paid by the millions. He's being sponsored by a tool company. So he can't be rich. So clearly he has to have good insurance. And I would wager, I would put money on it that 90% of the income of that show is paying for Tim Taylor's insurance. They would have to. They would have to. Because that man is going to, that man should be dead. There is some embezzlement going on in Home Improvement that I don't think they ever addressed, and I think we're missing it. We should be. Where is it? I think the studio that owns Tim Taylor's show also has ownership in Dog's Office specified in the insurance terms. Absolutely, it's like Dr. Nick Riviera from Simpsons. Okay, we probably need to build some radars at some point, like now, probably like a long time ago. Man is a menace. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we talking about the Spider-Man now? That man is a goddamn menace. Maybe Tim's body is how the hospital smuggles drugs out to sell on the black market. Oh, that's an interesting... like cocaine? Hey, 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 you get the reference? Get the reference? It was cocaine that I think Tim Allen sold. Or was peddling. But anyway. I mean, that would make sense, right? He goes to different hospitals each time. Like, each time he hurts himself, they send him to a different hospital. Oh my goodness, yes. They send him to a different hospital each time. And so that way they oh my god. Yes. Everybody loves, okay, hang on. I'm going back to what you said, Zoe. I read it at a glance and I'm just coming back to that. When you think about Home Improvement, Everybody Loves Raymond is practically the same show. All right, cool. I don't. Hmm, I'm trying to be polite here, but I've never heard a take that is so wrong before. That's apparently me being polite. God, could you imagine if I was being rude about it? No. No. Who is the drug mule? It can't really be the famous guy. He was incapacitated. It's always him. It's always Tim Allen. And Al is in on it. Al is in on it. No, Al isn't in on it. Al is just... No, someone has to be involved in it because someone on the show must plan part of it. So, there's two options. There's two options of people who are in on this. Okay. It's a news... Yeah, it's like grunting is just him actually really struggling. That was a lot less guttural. That's because of all the head trauma. Okay. So... Oh, idiot. York fumbles through married life while dealing with real-world problems, including family, romance, and working life. Yeah, but see, Everybody Loves Raymond sucked. That's the problem. That's what you've missed. Everybody Loves Raymond sucked. Home Improvement, okay. Okay, so going back to how the scheme worked. So someone at Tool Time has to be in on this, right? And we're going to assume it's not like the director or the producer, because you never see them, right? It's someone who's in the cast. So there is two options. One, of course, Al Borland, because Al Borland was always there, and Al Borland always watched him get hurt. Now but Al is the sort of guy who would take the fall for it. You know, Al is just, you know, as much as we all love Al, as we know. We all love Al, a show they repeated often, a phrase they repeated often. But the other option, of course, is it was like the Tool Time girl, which changed a couple of times. I think they had like 3 of them. They started off with like friggin' some... Who was the first one? I don't remember. Who was the first Tool Time girl? Later was Heidi. I know that. No, you know what? No, it's Al. We all love Al. Because we all love Al, because that's why we've got money. We all love Al. We watch your show. We love Al. We all love Al because he brings in the money and the drugs. It's Al Borland. He's the villain. Shit. No, Wilson is the only one that knows what's going on. But the thing is, Wilson respects his family and he doesn't want, like, Wilson is like, oh man, if I sold out Tim, it would destroy his family. And he just can't do it. Al brings the drugs. Yeah. No, Al is the sort of person who would look like the patsy, because no one would suspect Al Borland, man who the only two numbers in his phone is, well, in his address book, because it was before cell phones, was his mother and his mother's doctor. You would think, you would think that this guy could never be involved in something so nefarious. But that's the plan. Two numbers in his phone, but four phones. Ooh, Al Bolin. You criminal. Okay, so we've got 102 megawatts of power now. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's the theory of home improvement that we've developed right now. Hope we all enjoyed that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get rails sorted. And you go, why do we need rails right now? This is a common question people are going to ask me right now. Why are we building rails? We don't need trains right now. We do not need trains right now. The base is small, don't need trains. And that, my good friends, my dear viewers, my watchers, is exactly why we're building trains right now. Because we don't need them right now. Now we're going to go for a bigger angle than last time, which means we're going to go like this. And we're going to try and do a circle. We're still going to do circles, because circles are cool. What if we... Is really now the time to get railed? So we... Yes, of course. You should always get railed whenever possible. Trains like version control and software. By the time you need them, it's way, way too late to start. Exactly, which is why we're doing it now. Because we get it sorted now, then it's sorted. Okay, we're just going to make a lot of landfill here just to have a big wide open space. Don't worry, we'll use it later. Right now, it's just for planning purposes. I'm be like, why don't you just do the thing? And the game has like things you can plan with. The game does not like me doing this when I don't have rails invented, I think. Okay, we're going to wait for that. We're going to come back to this. So once we get the railway, we're going to build the rail line all the way around this base. Okay? All the way around is the goal. We may be involved with some fighting. So we get rails beforehand, because then what we can do is we can start proceeding to make the things the way I want to make them. So we're going to start getting an iron. We're going to pull away all the iron stuff. We're going to pull away all this. This is going to be great. You're gonna love it. After this, we don't really breaking force. Automated rail transportation we do need, probably next. Rail signals after that. Fluid wagon, not in a hurry, but we'll get it. It's good to have like reasonable amounts of power now though. We could pull apart this old power generator now if we wanted to. It would give us a lot more land, but what would we do with the land? You know? I got no plans for the land. That's doing its best. I admire that. These are doing their thing. I admire that. We will need... Okay. What we might do actually eventually is turn this area, keep the coal coming in, but actually turn this into a section where we take the coal out of. So we would drop this power. We drop 28 megawatts of power, but that'd be really easy to build just to expand this. Let's just grab all the sand we have. I don't think we're going to have enough sand to do what we need to do right now. Maybe, actually. OSHA compliant VJ, it comes with a railing. Look, I mean, some inspectors do get off on that sort of thing, so... Some inspectors are like, safety equipment, oh! Yes! This is what I'm into. Sad but true. I don't wish to kink shame, but they should be ashamed, specifically, of their kink. Well, the good news is this is going to be making more landfill now. At some point we're going to have landfill on the train, because we're just going to need to get it out. Yeah. Okay. Quote whatever you want. I don't know what exactly you're saying. Should I quote that? To save myself, I'm going to say no. Because there's no way in hell you asking should you quote that is going to end well for me. Too baited? I love how you think I'm baiting. It's fun because I am not. It's just me just talking. It's always me just talking. I'm very, very rarely ever baiting these things. Admittedly, there has been the occasional one. It's never been picked up. So they do exist. Yes, I will respect that. But in general, they never get picked up. Oh, I'm not baiting. I'm being baited. Oh. I was never in control. Only now do I understand. Excuse me? Only now do I understand that I was a puppet on a string. Masterfully. Look, you gotta appreciate a good master bait. Didn't want that to go away. Now that's a joke that, you know, everyone enjoyed back in high school. You know what? I say high school. I think people still appreciate that joke, right? If you're not in high school and you still appreciate that joke, please let me know. Imogen. That and the cunning linguist. Ah, it's a con. Everyone loves that one, eh? 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 Okay, we need to go get some more wood blocks. Thankfully, I think we've got a lot of them available. quick. Not exactly ideal, but it'll make a few, and that's what we really need. Okay, meanwhile, we need to make rails. We need stone, iron rods, and steel plate. Of course we do. I think my first goal with this track is to make the things that we need for iron. That's the first goal, right? Make iron, step 1. Step 2, make shit tons of iron. Step 2, make copper. Step 3, tin lead, move on with life. I think that's the order that we're going to be doing this in. How much rail does that make? 2. Oh, this is going to be expensive. Nope, that's not how this works. You need the sticks first. Give me the sticks. Sticks. Nice. It's a good stick. If I ever saw a good stick like that, I'd say that's a good stick. That's my shtick. It's a shtick stick. Hello, Beardless Dane. Welcome. You know what? I saw that coming. There we go. Can't be stopped. I would try. Rail. Okay, then we go like that, and we go like that. Then we need stone. Well, the good news is we have stone. Okay. We need some tin. Oh, we've got tin. And we need iron. Iron. That's right. That's why the first thing we're working on is iron and steel. Iron and steel, brother. Iron and steel. Okay. And what I'd like to do is split that. No leaf lovers here. Absolutely not. Abso-freaking-lutely not. If anyone's a leaf lover, you tell me. There will be heck to pay. Okay, so what we're probably waiting for is all the steel. No, I don't think we want the steel. We're gonna stop the steel. Oh, we're gonna put it in a box. Okay, now I don't know how many of these we're gonna need right now. Probably a lot. This is going to be expensive. But as I said, this is all for a point. Once it's done, then everything will be so much easier. And this is the part that everyone gets a bit worried. Oh no, Steve's got rails. Now, the first question I'm going to ask is, build a circle. A question, or just a statement. Okay. Appear to have run out of rails in mid-circle. Concerning time to run out of rails. What if, okay, here's a new thought. What if we went double lane? Went double lane, that would be new. It'd be innovative. You were worried long before the rails. Turtle. What did I say about negativity? I didn't say anything about it, so please tell me what I said, because I don't remember. But if I did say something, please remind me what it was, because I don't remember. Oh, rude. Just gonna chuck iron in here. I would really love to see some more rails quite rapidly. Okay, you know what? For now, I'm not going to worry about double. Be good to worry about doubles now, but now I think what I'd like to do is just get a rail that goes different directions. Found negative, search for negativity. Look what dies. Found nothing. That's because I'm flipping positive. Not a negative bone in my body. Okay. You reckon? Do we dare consider what a two-lane track would look like? I think we should consider it. I don't know if we're going to do it, but we should consider it, right? That's a circle. Now, what we could do, we've done this before, where you sort of go in, out like that. That's fine. You know, and you can very easily sort of make straight lines from there. You can, not everything has to go through the circle. And that's good, right? You can do it like this. And so if something needs to go up and there, it takes that side. And there's a ghost there. That's not bad. Hardly looks like a circle. The only time you'd ever have a problem is if, for instance, it was trying to go out one side and then come back into the same side. You'd never do that. So, for instance, if it was going this way, I want to go that way, it would. If it needed to come back, it could. Then how would it go that way? Wouldn't, because that's not the way that works. It wouldn't go up here and around here. That's not how roundabouts work, Seif. You know this. You drive on roundabouts. I love roundabouts. No, I don't. They're scary as shit. You never know if the person's going to stop and give you way. Okay, so for instance, if the train's coming this way, it goes chugga 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 chugga. That's fine. Otherwise, it'll go chugga 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 chugga. Go that way, which is fine too. It does block off everything while it's doing that. Is that a problem? Probably. Okay, but I don't care. The alternative is, of course, if we have Green Lantern symbol. It is the Green Lantern symbol. You're right. Okay. The alternative is, let's say it's going this way. It goes chugga 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 chugga. It can only go up from this way. If you're scared of roundabouts, never come to France. Don't you worry, we've got plenty of roundabouts in New Zealand. I mean, I'm not scared of them like, oh, I'm terrified. It's more like, oh god, people are not good drivers. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to create just the intersection first off. Right? Which is going to look like this. And then we're going to So that's the maintenance section we're going to use. Assuming they actually have roundabouts in New Zealand. They do. Yeah, I know of quite a few roundabouts, in fact. Why am I designing your maze designing? I don't know. Okay, so that's a circle. Sorry, I just love that. So that's a circle. I spat on my screen laughing. Some of your best friends are roundabouts. Better friends. Shapes of the sea. Yeah, it's a cube. Okay. The idea is we're going to design this now. That we can just go, okay, great. So let's go get the signals. We can't make signals yet. Okay, we can't make signals yet. You're right. I don't know who I'm talking to with that. I'm going to leave that there for the moment. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a really bad deja vu doing this, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Building an endless bridge into the water. Yep, that's a deja vu. Don't even have any spiders. Dave Javu. I wish it was a Dave Javu, but Dave doesn't appear to be here. I think so, anyway. See Dave say something if he's here. Oh, he's here at some point, I think. Was Dave here earlier? I don't remember. This is with a moment where Dave's actually here already. Dave's been talking for the last 6 hours and I haven't even noticed. You use the same design for rails in a maze world? You know what? I think I did too. People have spoken. It's not alright. Well, nothing's... I can't control the 8-ball. The 8-ball, much like people, is uncontrollable. I'm going to start angering those worms very soon. I mean, it's a good design, and by good design, I mean it's passable. But what I'm trying to do now is make this with the minimal... Okay, well, I've messed that up already. Okay, screw it, just keep going. Certainly design. Look, I've always been told, Zoe, that I am the designer with somewhat of a design. That's why I didn't graduate design school. That, and I didn't sign up for design school because I'm not a designer. Clearly. Do I have to be a designer to sign up for design school? I suppose not. Got the blueprint editor and mod to get all the landfill into blueprints. Things backwards? Maybe. Maybe. I think you gotta have an interest in design to get into design school, and I didn't have that. So there we go. So cool. Such a clean design. We will fix that in post. And by post, I mean we're not going to fix that. Okay. Waterfill to the rescue. Yeah, we're going to waterfill that later. How far away is waterfill anyway? It's explosives, I believe. Cliff explosives. What is it called? A barrel, isn't it? He did not fix in post. It'll be unlikely if he ever actually fixes it. What is the waterfill thing called? Let's look up explosives. Not cliff explosives. There's a waterfill in this game, right? Blasting charge? Blasting charge. Technically we can research that now. It doesn't even look that impossible to make. We just need to get the research done. Okay, but we can worry about that later. Mm. Oh no, that's gonna be too close. Yep. We have no weapons. Small worm. Can I kill it with a pistol? Dumber for things have never been said. I suppose I could. I hate bugs in this game. This is why I play Seablock, so I don't have to deal with this shit, and here I am dealing with this shit. We're gonna build heavy armor. Well, that angered it more. Okay. Killed the first small worm. Hey, Veldak. Now, I think we all agree that worms started that. And we all agree on that? Good. You just finished a 2-hour call with a coworker? Yeesh. Even if you like the guy, that's a long call. That was the win condition. Yeah, exactly. I got a milestone for it. Oh, me. It was self-defense. That worm's coming right at me. Yeah, that stationary immobile worm was just racing towards me. Look, honestly, Veldak, I think someone wanting to share knowledge is far better than the alternative, which is someone who like hoards knowledge because they never want to be replaced. And then when inevitably they have a heart attack and die, no one knows how to do anything they did. And your entire business suffers because no one knows what the hell to do now. So I got no problems with someone going, hey, I wanted to make sure people know stuff. Like, my trick is whenever I find something new, like, out with our system or something, I'm just like, guys, I go to my junior, like, stop everything, and they're like, what is it, Steve? I'm like, check this shit out, and they're like, what? And I'm like, I know. You know, that's generally how we talk to each other. He's like, game changer, Steve, and I'm like, I. Who hoard knowledge deserve for their socks to always be slightly damp. Exactly. I agree with that. You know what we could do, actually? Hang on, here's the thought. Here's the... okay, we'll get that play later. Now, we're not doing city blocks. I know people love city blocks. I don't. I do blocks based on, hey, this is a space that I can chuck something in, and I chuck it in. So it's like... it's the difference between like a well-managed city, like say one of the American cities where the city was like well planned out before it was like fully industrialized, versus say London, which is just a or France or Paris. May you have a house with 100 rooms and each room a bed, and may a fever send you wandering from bed to bed every night. That's harsh. And yeah, harsh but fair. May your socks always be wet and your bare feet always full of Lego. Full of Lego. It's not standing on Lego, like your feet are literally full of Lego. Like you pick up your foot and it's just like the Lego is stuck to your foot. My right to be incorrect is protected by the New Zealand Constitution. I honestly don't know if that's true. Eh, eh. When you're dead, can you die, please? You've got 15 health. Okay, there you go. No, you've got like the tiniest bit of health. Okay, we're just gonna let you go. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. We're right not to know. I don't think New Zealand has a constitution, actually, honestly speaking. Pretty sure New Zealand doesn't have a constitution, so to speak. We have a lot of documents that were for founding the country, but I don't think any of them is like what you would call a constitution. You could say the Treaty of Waitangi in a sense is a constitution, but it's really kind of not. Like it's an important document for the founding of the country, but I don't think it's a constitution. My right to not think New Zealand has a constitution is protected by the New Zealand Constitution. Well, I can get away with anything now, can't I? How's Kiddo and Panda? Okay, is doing well. I've only been called over once today, so clearly he's either sleeping or he's doing it, having a good night. Got his first vaccines today, so the little guy is hopefully going to be protected against some really nasty shit, which is so good. It's really weird when you go there and they sort of say, "Oh, you know, do you want to get the vaccines?" And we're like, "That's literally why we're here." Yes. Why are you asking us this? Um, but Panda is doing well. Well, she's doing well. Family is doing well, and that's what I really want to hear. And hopefully, you, as my viewers, also want to. Maybe the vaccine could make him more sleepy. Hopefully, he's a pretty active boy. Like they always say, "Oh, babies get like 16 hours of sleep a night," and Lil K's like, "Nah, bro, hold my beer," and we're like, "But you shouldn't even have that." Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Take away the beer for one. Shouldn't have that. 16 hours, but none of them consecutive. I mean, even that not be... Oh, we've run out of pistol ammo. Even if they were, like, not consecutive, you know, it's still... The next doctor visit, can you give him that vaccine again? He sleeps so nicely after it. I did make a similar joke. Not to the doctor. I was saying we should just go around and give him a vaccine every day so he sleeps well. And I knew I was joking. Panda knows that I'm full of shit. She married me. Well, no, that's not quite what I meant. She married me because I'm full of shit. That's not what I meant. What I meant is tolerate me because she knows that I'm joking. There we go. A much sadder existence for a moment there. No, we want to go a little bit further along. Okay. Yeah. With vaccine hesitancy, it's very interesting that like how many like medical professionals are just like, you know, if you want to get a vaccine, like get vaccinated, that's cool. And I was just like, what do you mean if we want to? Like, huh? I get it. They don't like people get pretty angry about stuff and they attack people and you know, I don't think medical health workers want to be attacked by people. Call me crazy. I think it's probably not their favorite part of the day, getting attacked by someone. Generally, it's my least favorite part of the day as well. Just don't like being attacked. I'm crazy. Well, welcome to the stream, Turtle. I did ask. I did say call me crazy. You're right. I did say that. Okay, fair enough. I did say call me crazy. It's on me. I'm scared. Oh, must be brave. But I built the armor. No, I'm not gonna live that. One more bullet. Two more bullets. Three more bullets. Okay. Oh, oh. Hate those things. And they're not fond of me either. Please tell me there's not another one. No. I mean, you can't even afford a good gun. That's true. This is important. So I think what we're going to do is the setup base is going to stay where it is for now. We're not going to move that. Not sure how we would. This is very important. So it's going to take us a little while to build all the rails to get around this, but then it's like this is an investment. Oh, good. Another one of these. When were you created? How many seconds ago? 4 minutes ago. You bloody bots. Get out of here. Am I getting so many bots lately? You guys don't see them, so I'm just old man yelling at Cloud. I know. Old man yells at Cloud Strife. You're not a soldier. You're just a naughty boy. That would have been a better ending for Final Fantasy VII. You're not a soldier, you're just a naughty boy. Oh. What the hell did I just hurt myself on? Meanwhile, C feels his ear. Oh, there. Okay. That's reasonable. Not reasonable, but it hurt. Twitch give me an option to stop accounts there from speaking in my channel now. It does. Oh, that young? I believe it does, but generally, I mean, I can also say if you're not a follower for X number of minutes, you can't talk. Generally, I don't want to do that because I want to be able to be like, hey, yeah, look, you're new to the like Twitch or you're new to the community, or even if you've never like said anything before. I know what I'm talking about. Don't you worry, Turtle. Ah, speaking of which, have you seen oh God, I gotta look for you guys later on Discord, but some guy did a retrospective of every Final Fantasy game, like every Final Fantasy mainline game, and it's so good. It's just such a good watch. Um, you know, a bot from New Zealand, you don't get to reference the Constitution exactly. Um, anyway, no, sorry, I was gonna say, yeah. So I could turn it so you can't talk unless you're a follower or been a follower for a certain amount of time. But generally, I want to have the idea that this is an open community, that if people want to talk, they can easily do that. And I would be very sad if someone was like, I created a Twitch account just to talk, like, reference something or make a joke, and then I couldn't talk. I know it's such a minor thing that would happen. Probably no one's coming here watching and is not got a Twitch account. But, no, I don't want to be that guy, you know? Silly thing to worry about, but I worry about silly things. So I would rather honestly deal with these. I'd rather yell at clouds. I'd rather yell at clouds and squalls. When a streamer raids someone that's follow only, it's like, see a bucko. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't even care if I don't want to chat. If I can't chat, I'm like, well, then goodbye. Sometimes I chat and then the person doesn't respond to me, and I sit around for another couple of minutes seeing maybe they're just not looking at chat. Like, this is a small channel. I yell at their high winds. I'll absolutely yell at their high winds. You know, it's like a small channel with like 5 or so viewers, and I'll say something. I'll make a joke or I'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they don't respond, and then I'm like, "All right, cool." And if they respond and they're a bit cool, then I follow them, and then there's a chance I raid them later. But if they don't respond at all, I'm like, "Well, okay, that's cool. Whatevs." I'm not watching because I like the I either want to like watch someone with a lot of views, in which case I don't care if they don't respond because I know what I'm watching. Or if someone watching a small stream, I want them to respond. You know, I want them to respond to chat. Chat's moving so fast, I don't get offended. I get it. But yes, and I will yell at the high winds. I will yell at every high wind I see. If I see a high wind, I'm yelling. That's just who I am as a person. I'll yell at clouds, squalls. Sorry, I was just, the video I was saying about the retrospective. I need to tell you guys about this. So I was talking about Final Fantasy VIII, which is honestly one of my top 3 Final Fantasies. I love it. But anyway, it's saying like about how the character concepts are kind of, yeah, nothing great. It's like you've got Zell, who's a hothead. You've got this person who is really focused on this. You got this person who's focused on this. Selfie, she just likes trains, and I'm like, that's why teenage me was in love with Selfie. I loved Selfie so much. Like, absolutely best girl, any Final Fantasy. I don't give a shit. You can call me wrong, but you're wrong if you say so. The Selfie was best girl. Someone always, you guys, is one who's going to weed reference. Absolutely, there is. Wait, how do you love Selfie? Just flippin' lovely. Thank you, Zoe. You've clearly got taste. Wait, how do we go down? We have to go that way, right? That makes sense. No, I've messed up something here. She was lovely. She just really wanted the garden festival. And, you know, just, I loved selfies so much. You wouldn't even understand if you would. Train goes that way. It can't go that way. We're wanting... Oh, we're going right-hand drive though, aren't we? So we'd be coming from this side, and we go down like that, right-hand drive. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, no, that does work then. Does make sense. Yeah, okay, that does work. Okay. Right-hand drive, not left-hand drive. I know, it's weird to me as well. An MIT prank. Student was walking around the stadium. How do I sleep at night? Well, okay. Allow me to explain myself, Zoe, why I'm going right-hand drive. The real reason... Oh, that's a good story. I like that. The real reason I'm going right-hand drive is because you get this big space in the middle. And I can put stuff in this space. Normally I wouldn't do that. But I do like putting stuff in the space. Student, is this going to be a long challenge? Absolutely. It's going to be an extremely long challenge, Art Man. Not extremely long. It's probably going to be... I mean... Seablock in the past took me 250 hours, and we're about hour, what? 22 now. So we've probably got... I tend to go long challenges. I've just noticed the time. It might be farewell time. I do like the idea of conditioning animals to do something and then just pranking people with said animals. You trust me, but I'm a short leash. What are you talking about? Fellow selfie enjoyer, come on, how can you do this? How can you treat me like this? Anyone who doesn't know Final Fantasy VIII is just going to be like, you enjoy selfies? Just like that guy who is 460th episode of Seablock Challenge. Oh god, no, 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 no. More like probably, I think the last Seablock, it'll probably be like 70 sessions or so. Each session being about 3 or so hours. Don't do the maths on that. The maths might not work out, but yeah, no, we're not going to be 460 episodes. There's long and then there's stupidly long. I mean, hopefully his Seablock, just a few dozen videos per video. Well, I can't say my YouTube videos do much better, so it's sometimes not about the views. Sometimes it's just about, I just enjoy going back and watching my own videos sometimes because I'm narcissistic that way. I don't really get that many views on most of mine. Sometimes my videos get like really spiked up and I don't know why. I think the algorithm just shows pity on me. But yeah, my videos get about the same number on YouTube. Doesn't bother me. I don't cry myself to sleep every night. That's my son's job. I mean, part of me almost wonders, do I build another gas tank? No, I'm meant to be calling this for the night. It's late. Gotta go to work tomorrow. Bleh. Bleh. But the good news is, this is progress, right? We've got half of the rail down. We do have to put the trains down, and we do have to do a few other things, but half the rail is down. That's really exciting. And then we do have to still do the signals. I guess I also need to figure out how to put the signals in. That could be an issue. The good news is, though, once we get this, then we can probably start needing to do some military presence. Ugh, gross. That's all right. We have to do a get a military presence. We have to get a military presence. It's not a big deal. Anyways, let's save. Gotta finger guns. If you see yourself and you don't in a mirror and you don't finger guns yourself, what are you doing? Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you're new here, please do consider following. Otherwise, you do what you want. I'm not your dad. Unless I am your dad, in which case, I'm honestly surprised little K's managed to make it to Twitch so early. Honestly surprising. I will next be streaming on Saturday, where I'll be streaming some more Seablock. So be sure to be be here for that if you want to watch. Thank you, thank you. Hey Zoe, thank you, Splee. Good night, Pooch. So yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Let's talk about the social links. Let's spell social. Okay, you got youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. I'm currently posting the start of the run where I'm going east all the way to the edge of the map. But I'll probably put the Seablock run in a little bit earlier than chronological order, because at some point people are going to need a break from that madness. But there is also thousands of hours, probably literally thousands of hours. Those bloody crickets. Probably literal thousands of hours of Factorio content on YouTube. So from me specifically, from other people too, but specifically I'm talking about me. So if you want to watch that, there's a lot of stuff there. There's also Discord. You can find me outside my regular streaming hours there. And if you want to bring up stuff, you absolutely can. There's a bit of dialogue every time there's Factorio Facts Fridays, which of course I will be talking about on Saturday. Very excited to see what they got for us this time. Last time, of course, an absolute riot, which is fun. Anyway, with that, I am done for the night. Thank you so much for watching. Well, I guess tomorrow? I don't see it until like Saturday morning. I'll keep an eye out. But yes, thank you so much for everyone for watching. I really appreciate having you here. Thank you for joining the madness. Remember, Owl Ball and cannot be trusted. And I will talk to you all later. Take care.